Welcome everyone, I'm back. And not only am I back, I am back with possibly one of the most specifically useless redstone contraptions I have ever designed. Imagine this scenario. You are minding your own business, playing in your world, having a grand time, when all of a sudden you get the sudden desire for a double chest full of slowness splash potions. But for some reason, you can't enter the nether, and therefore cannot get blaze powder for brewing. However, you do have a ton of redstone resources, a single witch, and a spare hour. Well, if this completely relatable scenario applies to you, then you are in luck. Alright, now that you fully appreciate the importance of this contraption, let me explain the game mechanics this farm abuses. First of all, let's go over the core mechanic for this farm, and that is a bug that exists in 15W49A, which is a 1.9 snapshot. Normally, when a projectile is fired from a mob into a cobweb, it gets stuck. However, it maintains itself as a projectile entity. For some reason, in this version, firing a projectile into a cobweb turns it into an item entity. This works for snowballs thrown by snowmen, experience bottles thrown by the player, and of course, splash potions thrown by witches. At this point, you are probably wondering why I wasted so much time in a 6-year-old snapshot designing a redstone farm when I could have simply placed a cobweb on a hopper and been done. First, I just kinda thought it would be fun. And the second reason brings me to the other core game mechanic for this farm, and that is how witches decide which potion is thrown. If the player is 8 blocks away, a witch throws slowness. If the player is fewer than 8 blocks away, and health is 8 HP or greater, a witch throws poison. If the player is fewer than 8 blocks away, and health is less than 8 HP, a witch throws either instant damage or weakness. So, while I could just put a cobweb on a hopper and call it a day, that's not really fun, is it? I would still have to manually change my health, and move a certain distance, and all this stuff, but wouldn't it be so much cooler if I could just do all this with a push of a button? And this brings me to the final section, explaining how this farm works. There are 2 main parts to this farm, the active potion farm and the storage system. I'll focus on the actual farm design first. So, there are 2 main factors that determine which potion is thrown, player distance and player health. The easy one to control is player distance. For this farm, there is a minecart rail with a powered rail on each end. Pressing slowness powers the rail in the front, and pressing either weakness or poison powers the one in the back. The harder game mechanic is player HP. The farm needs to be designed in such a way that the player health can be controlled infinitely without any threat of the player dying. Healing the player is fairly simple. In order for the player to regain health, a regeneration beacon is used. Damaging the player to below HP is much more difficult, however. Almost every damage method cannot be reliably used, as it could potentially kill the player. That is except for poison. Poison cannot kill the player, only decrease player health. And conveniently enough, this farm produces splash potions of poison. These potions are thusly used as a damaging mechanic and will fill the dispenser above the player before going to the storage system. The most difficult aspect of this farm was timing. There has to be a wait for the player to regain health for the poison potions, and a wait for the regeneration effect to wear out to throw the poison potions. In order to maintain the correct potions are thrown, a very simple blocking system is used in between potion changes. This blocking system can also be manually triggered before entering or leaving the farm to prevent issues with the incorrect potion being thrown. Next is the storage system, which is fairly complex. Potions are unstackable items. Due to this, they can't be sorted with a simple item sorting design, so instead, these valuable potion timings extend to the storage system. Selecting each different potion triggers a different water stream to open, and thus redirects the potion into the correct stream. There are 2 main reasons that the potion should be sorted. First is the obvious reason of easy access. It is generally good design to have each potion in one spot. The other reason is that poison potions are used within the farm. If these timings are even slightly off, the wrong potion could enter into the poison stream and break the entire farm. So, for these reasons, I over-engineered an unstackable item sorting system specific for this farm. That's the farm explained. It's fairly pointless, but I think that's why I love it so much. It was a fun redstone challenge. Fun fact, this is actually the second rendition of this potion farm. I designed a much worse design over a year ago and decided to remodel the entire thing. I suppose if there's enough demand for this video, I'll do a tutorial, but quite honestly, I doubt that would be of much use. There will also be a world download linked in the description. I also tried some new editing and even wrote a script for this video. I wanted to try something new, so let me know if you guys prefer this style or want me to revert back to the old style. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to watch more videos like this, definitely subscribe, as I'm hoping to get back into the video making process. That's all for this video. See ya.